The judge in this court case is an absolute dumpster fire. I'm pissed off. I don't like it. I don't convey my thoughts very well because at the time of recording this, it was around 2 o'clock in the morning. But you know what? I wanted to get my thoughts out. So, hey, Judge, you're a pile of work. Now, without further ado, let's roll that intro. According to Variety, a judge has denied Britney Spears' request to have her father removed from her conservatorship. Spears' attorney Samuel Ingham III had filed a request to remove Spears' father back in November of 2020, stating that his client was, quote, afraid of her father, and would refuse to perform again if her father continued to be in charge of her career. At that time, Judge Brenda Penny declined to suspend Spears' father, though she did not rule out future petitions for his removal or suspension. Also at that time, the judge appointed financial company Bessemer Trust as co-conservator. Today's paperwork was solely intended for Judge to approve Bessemer Trust as the co-conservator, but also reiterates the judge's decision to not remove the elder Spears from the pop star's conservatorship. However, it's significant that the document was signed by Judge Penny on June 30th after the singer's explosive testimony, where she told the judge that her conservatorship was, quote, abuse. And someone responded, why can't they bring an independent judge to look at the case again? This judge is probably being paid by her dad to keep the conservatorship in place. And someone responded, that or the judge doesn't want to be responsible for setting precedents for mentally ill people and their lawyers to have a case to cite when the argument is independent. And one more person said, mentally ill people should not have their freedom taken away from them. Conservatorships are for people that can't take care of themselves, i.e., have dementia, Alzheimer's, etc. Pretty much incapable. She has worked while in this, which you're not supposed to. And I'll read this last one. Someone said, the conservatorship system in America is broken. It takes advantage of people purely for profit. John Oliver does I can't read that last part with a serious face, because nothing John Oliver does is stunning, except for the fact that he has a sewage system named after him. He has a sewage plant named after him. That's the most stunning thing John Oliver's ever done. But here's the thing. They want so desperately to hold Britney down. Now, I'm not a huge Britney Spears fan. I'm really not. I don't like her music, none of that stuff. So this is coming from just an outsider who's been looking at this situation, this story, not as a Britney stan, just someone who wants humanity to be humanity and people to have their lives given back to them. She is being abused. She's being abused and she's being taken advantage of. And this so-called judge, in my personal opinion, is abusing her power too. She most likely is getting paid off by Mr. Spears. She, again, these are allegations. These are my thoughts. I'm saying probably, could be. These are my thoughts. Don't come at me legally, but he could be paying off the judge. Britney gave this amazing testimony and basically said why the conservatorship system in America is busted. And you're going to tell me that you're not going to give her back her freedom when she's worked through all of this crap? No, that's not how it works. That's never how it should work. I am appalled by how people get treated. Whether you're a celebrity, whether you're not a celebrity, if you're being abused, you're being abused, and that doesn't change. And I'm against abuse of any kind, of any type. And this whole thing is screwed up. Like 100% screwed up. I remember when I was a kid and I laughed at Britney Spears' meltdown and all this other stuff, just thought she was a dumb pop star. I mean, my family did the same. We all did that stuff. We didn't know what was going on. I mean, seriously, I was a dumb kid. And my parents just didn't know. We just knew that she was a pop star who, was probably doing crap for attention, because most pop stars did that back then. But now as I grow up and I look at this stuff and I see this story through an adult's eye and better nuance about the situation, now I'm like, she was going through a very bad time. Kevin Federline was being a jackwizzle, and her family were being bullies to her, and just all of this stuff was just absolute abuse. And it's almost as if Britney is this machine. They're turning her. They're trying to get her to be this performance machine, because she racks up all this money, but she can't do anything with it. She cannot do anything with her money, and it's just so wrong. Not being able to use your money, not being able to live your life, not being able to be the person that you want to be. That's just disgusting in every facet. You don't have to necessarily like whatever person that person becomes. But for me, it's like I'm looking at Britney Spears through a whole different light. She's a strong woman. She's a strong woman with an independent spirit, a fiery spirit, who is being taken advantage of big time. I can have my criticisms of her music. That's different. Having criticisms about her music and her as a performer, that's different than the way that I'm viewing her as a person right now. And her family is taking so much advantage of her. I don't think Jamie Lynn is taking advantage of her. I don't think Jamie Lynn has any ill feelings towards her sister. I could be wrong, but I haven't heard any negative from Jamie Lynn to Britney. But her father and possibly her mother, they're taking advantage of her, and they're just being abusive. And this is a full-grown woman. And her father is an abusive piece of work. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. And I don't like the way the judge is handling this. I don't like the way this court case is falling to pieces right before our eyes. It is just disgusting. It's despicable, and it's wrong. Britney deserves to have her life back. A conservatorship, from what I can understand, because I learned all about this past year and a half. A conservatorship is for people who are not mentally stable enough to work on their own, and manage their finances. That is what I have understood a conservatorship to be. How is it that Britney Spears is able to work all throughout this time of her having a conservatorship, able to perform, able to go on talk shows, able to be on American Idol, all this other stuff? How is she able to do that stuff when by her own conservatorship she should be mentally incapable of doing stuff like that? That doesn't add up to me. None of this makes any sense. And people defending the judge like that, they're idiots. They're just fools. They're fools. And it's a bad thing. So I'm gonna pray for Britney. I hope that she's okay. I hope that she does I hope she does great things, and I hope she gets out of this, because this is just wrong in every sense of the word. It is legitimately wrong, and anybody who defends this is wrong. I've never been vocal about the Free Britney situation, because I didn't think it was my place to say anything. But more and more people need to speak out, big and small. We all need to talk about how this is just wrong, regardless of if you're a fan or not. We need to say that this is wrong, we don't stand for this, and we need to fight back, This is a despicable thing. This is a disgusting thing. And this is abuse of a person who doesn't deserve to have abuse. So for me, I do stand with Britney. Free Britney, because she does not deserve this trash. At all. Not at all. It's abuse, it's abuse, it's abuse, it's abuse, it's abuse. 100% full stop. So But those are my thoughts, guys. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you didn't like it, hit the dislike button. Comment down below, tell me what you think. Subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want to see more of my content. And share this video because it tells your algorithm that you like what you saw. This is Gabe from Blobfish Productions. Signing off, saying take care, God bless. Peace out, everybody.